It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Saints coming up next.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On first down, Williams. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys?
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to protect.
On 3rd down, Williams. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that, just like that.
Back to throw, Williams. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The numbers for Williams a week ago. In the end zone. Now Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Williams. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, and it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Javonte Williams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Choose the mic. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Williams. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
We got three.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Mike two.
Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Boom.
And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We're going to work.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Watch 2. Here we go, D.
Now Williams on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on second down.
Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Fields. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him? And
he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
7 yards to pick up there. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Oh, nice move. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
To throw is Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership, been a good distributor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
2nd down and 3. Now it's Fields. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. To throw on 2nd down, Williams. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Williams. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. They'll look to throw. And the Saints get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Williams to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. 4 down.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Williams to throw on second down. He's got it to Williams. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Williams. That is caught by Callaway. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Williams now on 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
From the gun, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs. And now they face a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Williams. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Fields.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
That good for 19 and a first down. Looking to throw. Williams. Finding Williams once more. Complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Williams.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Meanwhile, Fields throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Chicago.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Fields.
Now he'll escape to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Oh, yeah!
Here's Williams. Off play action. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Williams throwing on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Going deep for Walker. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown! Marquez Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Nothing here. Bring it up.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle.